I will be sharing with you 5 things I have learned this semester. To begin with, I learned how to cite a source. Second, making a multimedia project. Third, learning about sponsors, my Nepanla. Fifth, my identity. So to begin with, how to cite a source. I learned that it was very important to introduce a source correctly, because if you do not, your essay will not flow well. Second, and how you must learn how your essay is supported by this source. You see, if it doesn't support your essay, why are you going to include it? Why is it important and relevant, and it's not just some random thing you put in your essay? In my essay for my rough draft, I included a source for G, and I helped it support it. So learn that including a source doesn't need to validate your opinion. It could just help support it depending on your essay. And this very well went for my essay that I learned to do this year. And it was a very good learning experience. So, monting a multimedia project. Move a Prezi. Moving a Prezi really does help you get your point through with the reader. It helps the reader see all the different colors, shapes, and sizes. For example, when I was making my Prezi, I used the different colors of arrows and the bubbles and sizes to help show the differentialities for my reader. I also included a key map for my readers to be more easily navigate through the map. This is a help that I found very useful and I thought was very spectacular. I will definitely incorporate this in the future when I have more things to learn. Learning about sponsors. Sponsors can impact you so much. I always knew that sponsors are people who teach you, but I never learned that sponsors affected so much the literacy that you had. So I learned that if in the way they could give you more information, they could also exclude information. So that really affects how you perceive things in the world. And I learned that, for example, your mom and dad will affect how you see things. So example, if they tell you only certain things, you will only know those certain things. Moving on. My Nepanla. My Nepanla was something that clashed a lot when I was growing up. In first grade, it was very difficult for me with my Spanish and English. I had to make it my strength. It was a very good learning experience. I helped make my Nepanla into my strength. It would hold me back because in school I couldn't communicate what I wanted. I didn't understand the difference between Spanish and English, so the teachers thought that I was lower capacity of literacy. So what they did is they lowered me in program. But I helped use that to help improve myself and use both languages to make my literacy better. My identity. So for my identity, while I was researching one of the authors, I saw how much my identity affected the way I viewed things. Certain moments, even though two people might have a similar identity, that doesn't mean that they went through similar experiences. And I learned that, and that changed the view of how much I viewed things from other people and how things might be different for each other. And it really helped me expand my knowledge on that. And I really was more educated and enlightened overall because it helped me see what I didn't comprehend before. And it helped me see how my views affected my writing overall, and how overall it made me a person. Even though my identity didn't define me, it definitely did influence it. All of these things affected my literacy in one way or the other. Even the small ones making a bigger difference once you build them up. Thank you for watching till the end.